Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight.
The 2016 Bgcse results revealed, and we have the details straight ahead.
How the Prime Minister feels about a challenge to the Progressive Liberal Party's leadership.
F&M MP Edison Key is shooting down claims that the F&M is unified. That story straight ahead.
A celebration of freedom in Fox Hill. Welcome to our news. I'm Christina McNeil. Thanks for joining us. Topping news tonight, while student performance improved marginally in several Bgcse and Bgcse exam categories, including mathematics and English this year, the majority of students have continued to earn D's and E's, according to statistics released by the Ministry of Education today. Education Minister Jerome Fitzgerald says although improvements are encouraging, there's still a lot of work to do. Simone Davis joins us in studio with the latest results. Simone?
That's right, Christina. Minister Fitzgerald said student performance slightly increased in both Bgcse and Bgcse exams. 64% of students who sat the Bgcse exams and 71% of students who sat the Bgcse exams scored A through D. This as 36% of students who sat the Bgcse and 29% of students who sat the Bgcse received E and below. When asked about the national grade average, Fitzgerald said there hasn't been much of a shift from the D average over the years and noted that it would take many years to change that.
What I can say is the averages have not changed that much, and I've said before that you will not see, if you want to talk about averages and stick on averages, you will not see a change in averages for a number of years.
1,459 candidates obtained a minimum grade of D in at least 5 subjects. There were over 7,000 C grades, more than 5,400 D grades, nearly 3,300 E grades, nearly 1,900 F grades, and 676 U's. According to Bgcse results, 574 students received a grade of C or above in math, English, and science. This represents a 0.70% increase compared to 570 in 2015. Fitzgerald suggested that the improvements are good, but not good enough.
The improvements are indeed encouraging, but we still have a long way to go. I'll be the first to point out that our system is not perfect and has its fair share of challenges. In order to achieve the enhancements we desire in education, it will require continued political will and resources, an increased national emphasis on the importance and value of an education by our students, and a total commitment by all parents to their children's academic success.
According to the ministry's statistics, 11,701 candidates from a total of 120 centers registered to sit the Bgcse examinations for 11 subjects offered. This represents a 10.69 increase over 2015. Fitzgerald said the total number of grades awarded in 2016 is 41,894 compared to 39,657 in 2015, which represents an increase of 5.64%. Statistics reveal that female students continue to outperform male students. However, both males and females declined at grades A through D and U, but increased at grades E through G. Reporting for our news, I'm Simone Davis. Back to you, Christina.
Thanks, Simone. In other news, Prime Minister Perry Christie remains unfazed after the PLP's Fort Charlotte candidate Alfred Sears revealed he will challenge Prime Minister Perry Christie for party leadership. Christie was a man of few words today, speaking with our news following Fox Hill Day celebrations.
Wonderful. So, I mean, that is obviously a wonderful development.
Christie has suggested that he is the glue that holds the PLP together. Sears is the first person to announce he will challenge Christie at the PLP's convention in November. At one time or another, several MPs, including Tourism Minister Obi Wilshcombe, Foreign Affairs and Immigration Minister Fred Mitchell, and Deputy Prime Minister Philip Davis, previously expressed interest in leading the PLP. Well, one day after Sears revealed that he plans to challenge Prime Minister Perry Christie, Education Minister Jerome Fitzgerald says while he respects Sears, he doesn't believe the Fort Charlotte candidate stands a chance against Christie.
I think as a progressive Liberal Party, a new generation, I want to ensure that at the end of the day, we don't see what happened in our party, what happened with the Free National Movement and Loretta Butler Turner. And so I will just really be asking all of our members to really treat Mr. Sayers with respect. And at the end of the day, he is free to do that. His chances of success, of course, I believe are highly, highly unlikely.
Fitzgerald added that he believes Sears simply has bad timing, and had he decided to wait until after the general election to launch his campaign, he would have much more support from PLP delegates.
I think at the end of the day, timing is everything in life, and I just question his timing at this point. Because at the end of the day, the reality is that he has been out of politics for a number of years. He is not a member of Parliament. And he will be asking those of us who are members of Parliament to support him over the Prime Minister, who is a member of Parliament. And so it's a strange position.
Well, the Free National Movement stands no chance of winning the next general election in its current fractured state. That according to South and Central Abaco MP Edison Key, who insists F&M leader Dr. Hubert Minnis should get rid of those jealous MPs who have repeatedly questioned his leadership. Jasmine Brown has more in this report.
Key was candid in his comments as he shot down claims that the F&M is unified following the drama-filled convention that was held just over a week ago. On Monday, F&M leader Dr. Hubert Minnis insisted the party is unified after his two-time leadership challenger, Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner, urged her supporters to throw their support behind Minnis over the weekend. Key says while he supports Dr. Minnis, he is not buying it.
I don't think the party is unified, and I think that we're dealing with the same people with the same attitude. And, I don't know whether the Bible says it or not, but a leopard doesn't change its spots. And there's been too much damage done to talk about being unified in a week. That don't happen like that.
Key's comments come after 6 F&M MPs forced an early convention that ended in drama when Butler Turner and her running mate Dr. Dwayne Sands dropped out of the leadership race, citing a flawed system. Butler Turner was among 6 F&M MPs who threatened to have Minnis removed as leader of the opposition by drafting a letter to the Governor General. Key implied that those MPs were jealous of Minnis.
I've supported Dr. Minnis from day one and still support him as leader. And I think he's doing a fairly good job. And the rest of them most of it is jealousy and envy and hatred and pride and all what goes with it.
He added that now is the time for the party to truly unite by weeding out what he called the divisive six.
If it was me, I would resign, because I think the Bayman people are looking at them now in a way that not very, very nice. What we went through. You don't turn against your family and then expect them to take you into the home and feed you. So we have to be very careful from this point on.
Key says it's only when they're gone that the F&M can be stronger. Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown. Back to you, Christina.
Thanks, Jasmine. Well, Fox Hill comes alive with song and dance for Fox Hill Day. The search continues for a missing 89-year-old man. And Emily Morley rode herself into the Olympics and into the semifinals. We have the details when our news returns.